Weapons charges in Virginia are serious offenses. There is a wide range of charges and penalties that involve weapons and firearms. For instance, carrying a concealed weapon without a valid permit is a Class 1 misdemeanor in Virginia, which means it carries a maximum penalty of 12 months in jail and/or a $2,500 fine. A second offense is a Class 6 felony, which carries a maximum of 5 years in prison, and a third offense is a Class felony, which carries a 10-year maximum. If you are a convicted felon and have been charged with possession of a firearm, then you will be charged with a felony commonly called felon in possession. The penalties associated with a felon in possession charge will vary depending on when you were convicted of the underlying felony and whether that felony was a violent offense. If you were convicted of a felony in the previous 10 years, then you face a mandatory prison sentence of 2 years. If that prior felony was a violent offense, you face a 5-year mandatory term. If you are convicted, these mandatory sentences cannot be suspended and you will be required to serve all of the sentence. If you are charged with having committed a felony while using a firearm, you will be charged with 2 separate offenses. If convicted, you face the penalty associated with the felony, and on the gun charge, you face a mandatory minimum of 3 years on the first offense and 5 years on a second offense. Brandishing a firearm in a public place is a Class 1 misdemeanor offense. However, if the brandishing occurs on or near school property, the crime is elevated to a felony. There is a wide spectrum of crimes involving discharging of firearms. Commonly, there are situations in which a person is charged with feloniously discharging a firearm, but the facts really amount to either a reckless handling of the firearm or just an accident. The intent at the time of the shooting is the key element in defending these types of charges. It is the prosecution's burden to prove the intent beyond a reasonable doubt. Given the significant consequences associated with weapons charges in Virginia, if you face these charges, it is important for you to speak with an experienced Virginia criminal defense attorney.